Welcome back. Welcome back. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button. Also, share the video on Monday. I'm gonna give 4 cash prizes giveaways for Christmas. Put your cash app in the comment section. All right, this part two on Shannon Moore. We're gonna keep talking about his dumb ass. Let me see. Hold on one second. So Jim Harbaugh, he reveals that he reached out to Sherrone Moore over text after the Michigan scandal. He said it's a tragedy. Los Angeles, and he will get another job in a couple of years. It won't be, might not be head coach though. Los Angeles Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh revealed he reached out to Shannon Moore, who was on Harbaugh's staff while leading the Wolverines to national championship after Moore's arrest. Harbaugh made an appearance on the Dan Patrick Show where he told the host he was still processing what happened in Ann Arbor after his former offensive coordinator Moore was arrested on 3 charges, including home invasion. I had to clean my glasses off. After being asked if he's spoken to Moore, Harbaugh said the last time they spoke was in early December, but that he did reach out to him. And he's staying out. Hey, Money Loke, what's going on? Oh, come up here so you could tell me about Yui. Let's see if this thing works. Talking about Sherrone Moore, dumbass. Part 2. Hey, y'all. Lee, Monday doing drawing 4 people cash prices on Monday. Come on up, Money Loke, see if that'll work. Hey, Scott. Share the video, like the video, put your cash up in the comments. I'm going to do 4 prizes on Monday. Money Loke, you see it? Okay, getting back to Shannon Moore, Sherrone Moore, stupid ass. Now they saying that Sherrone Moore had a long history. Hey Bentley, how y'all doing? Sherrone Moore had a history of domestic violence during an affair with staffer. Her lawyer claimed detective. I'm doing fine. How you doing, Scott? The Sherrone Moore allegedly admitted to police that he had an intimate relationship for 2 years with his staffer. After being arrested for an incident at the staffer's apartment on December 10th, Moore told cops he had an intimate relationship for 2 years. The staffer said she ended communication with Moore on December 8th. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good. And 2 days later, um, he came to her home and entered without permission. Let me see. So the girl is claiming that Moore has stalked her for months. Walker said at the hearing and that Sharp later alleged to officers when arrived on the scene that Moore had a long history of domestic violence. Oh, wow, against his client and that he was very dangerous. Ain't nobody dangerous with a butter knife. He just had your dumb ass scared. That's all that was. Because ain't nobody doing shit with a butter knife. But he had you scared and intimidated. That's what that was. Cause look, he gonna kill you and me with. He gonna kill him and you with a butter knife. Make that make sense. I'm eight. Well, you need to get off my channel if you eight. Walker noted in court that Sharp and her client both shared their accounts of the events that transpired on December 10th. She told police that she had just arrived home following a meeting at the school when Moore allegedly showed up unannounced at her home and entered without permission. The staffer told authorities that Moore barged into her home with tears in his eyes, grabbed two knives out of her drawer and pointed them at her. You ruined my life. You ruined my life. No, dumbass. You ruined your own life because you had no dick discipline. That's it. You ain't had no dick discipline. That's what it is. Moore continued towards her with the knives, backing her towards the living room, Welker said while a staffer tried to get Sharp on the phone. Once she did connect with Sharp, Moore allegedly turned the knives on himself. That is so pitiful. A butter knife. Pointed them at his neck, saying that he was going to kill himself and she was going to watch. Moore then fled the apartment, but according to work authorities believe he texted Sarah and said, I hate you, my blood is on your hands. The staffer told the responding officer that she and Moore were in an intimate relationship, but she informed him on the morning of December 8th that she had nothing more to say to him. Moore called and texted her multiple times over the next 2 days, the staffer alleged. Walker said the staffer told officer on the scene she has never been more terrified in her life about a damn butcher knife. I mean, not a butcher knife, butter knife. Anyway, we just gonna get into these clips because I just wanted to do something quick because I'm tired. But I want to get this dumbass person off my Oh, let me see. Oh, here you go. I'm getting there to the damn video. Just hold on. Let me see what it says. I think this is. Let me see. $1,000. All right. Over here on Schaefer and C. Oh, no, that ain't it. Michigan Department of Health. And then right now to top it all off, okay? No, we don't want that. Okay. Well, where's my stuff at? Oh, here we go. I got it. It's Willie D. I love Willie D.
Look at Sherrone. Why is Sherrone looking like that? Sherrone is looking like that because he just blew $13 million
Right.
in an affair with his assistant, the chick on the right. $13 million over some booty.
No dick discipline.
Family. Oh man, you got to get into this. You got to get into this story. Ex-Michigan coach Sherrone Moore remains in police custody under investigation after being fired for inappropriate relationship. Former Michigan head coach Sherrone Moore remains in police custody on Thursday after he was fired for calls on Wednesday and then detained by police for investigation into potential charges. Michigan said Moore engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. According to ESPN, no decision on charges is expected Thursday, and Moore is set to appear in court for arraignment on Friday. This is according to Michigan. This is the statement that was released. head football coach Sherrone Moore has been terminated with cause.
And I'm in Detroit. So that's why I'm following this.
Why her? Why Paige Shiver? And how exactly does an executive assistant's salary jump 55% in a single year?
Facts.
You've seen the headlines. Michigan coach Sherrone Moore fired. But if you think this is just about football, you aren't looking close enough. I started digging into the public records that vanished right after the news broke, and I found a money trail that raises a million questions. Do you know what actually happens when the walls close in? Because the headlines are telling you one thing, that he was fired. But if you dig just a little deeper, the story isn't about the job. It's about a chaotic 4-hour window that destroyed a legacy. We're not just talking about a lost job. We're talking about a jail cell. Here's the official line. Wednesday afternoon, Michigan fires Moore. Cause? An inappropriate relationship with staff member. Standard PR, right? But look at the clock. Moore is fired in the afternoon. By that same evening, he was in handcuffs, detained by police in Saline, Michigan, and booked into Washtenaw County Jail. This wasn't a coincidence. The police report cites an alleged assault, a non-random domestic incident. And you have to ask, did the firing trigger the incident? Or did the university know the police were coming and cut the cord just in time to save face?
Now that's a
And
good
that brings
point.
us back to the question I started with. Why her? When the university named a staff member, the internet sleuths zeroed in on Paige Shiver immediately. Her LinkedIn? Deleted. Her Instagram? Gone. But the payroll records remained. From $58,000 to $90,000 in 1 year. That is a massive spike. There's a tragic layer here too. Shiver is a known survivor of Pompe disease, a condition she's battled publicly. People are reading posts about and battles in a completely different now. But from the university's perspective, this was a clean break. By firing Moore for cause over this relationship, they avoided paying a nearly $14 million buyout. They saved a fortune, and Moore went from the first black head coach in Michigan history to a mugshot in less than 24 hours. So, was it the relationship that got him fired? Or was it the impending arrest that forced their hand?
Facts.
The timeline is the only witness left. I'm watching the court filings for the next update. Hit follow if you want the truth the moment it drops.
That was some good. That was food for thought. They saying he a dumbass. It's so many memes on him that it's funny. He ain't gonna never live this shit down. She the new Monica Lewinsky.
did snitch on the Michigan head coach and got him fired. That's why he broke into a crib.
Denied any relationship. That story changed yesterday morning when she went on the Hill, as we say, the administration office, with the receipts, the text messages, the emails, documents, and so on.
Basically, people been telling Michigan about their relationship and the pay increase, and Michigan ignored it because the guy claimed that him and the shawty wasn't messing with each other. That was until Wednesday morning when she went up there, snitched, showed him videos, messages, etc. They fired him that afternoon. He tried to go home to his wife. She said, "Get out of here." That's when he said, "Bet." He ran up and shot him.
Hey, Eric, how you doing?
And said, "You know what? Let's go see God together." Pulled him down using PSUs at a church. But yeah, so Michigan, you and I split. You been opposed to this. Y'all just mad that he lost to Ohio. I know all the other allegations are true, but the DoorDash one may be fake because it seems like every news outlet is getting it from this Twitter post, and they're claiming that this Twitter page is not a real person or tends to spread.
I didn't know that. I thought it was real.
Michigan that he was doing this, even people not from the school. Regardless, he crashed out when he could have got a new job. Now he about to be with boys. Wait, come to find out she did snitch on the
I mean, the
Michigan
memes on him is hilarious. One of my friends feels sorry for him. I had no sympathy.
Former player who hates DEI. Meet Brian Carey, former Michigan quarterback, and his bio says American farmer and go blue. He was the first to tweet this a week ago, saying Coach Moore is cheating on his wife with a football department employee. He says fire Moore and the clueless liar, referring to the athletic director, working overtime to cover this up. Here she is, and just posts her LinkedIn profile picture. Takes it a step further, saying Michigan scandals being covered up by DEI athletic director Ward and Board of Trustees. Coach Moore, first-time head coach and DEI hire, calling them all DEI hires, impregnated office employee, all actively covered up by the above. Fire all of them, clean it all up, including hiring by skin color and not merit. Boy, he hates DEI. Of course, no one believed him, saying, "How you know WTF?" Says I'm an ex-scholarship quarterback and still have sources in Ann Arbor. This person calls him out, saying that it's Buckeye propaganda. He says, "I don't have any connection with Ohio State, and in fact, I was a scholarship quarterback. I'm a Michigan man, and I still have reliable sources in A2. It was also reported this investigation started when the athletic department received an anonymous tip from a DoorDash driver, which stated that he personally delivered a Plan B to Coach Moore's office." Wow. That is probably not real, but
If that's the case, that's dumb as hell to order a Plan B through DoorDash. That's the dumbest shit ever. Excuse me.
A shock in the world of college football. The University of Michigan head coach, Sherrone,
This is
Moore,
urban
has been
politicians.
fired for having what the school calls an inappropriate relationship with the staffer. A few hours later, police took Moore into custody after reports of an alleged assault investigation. Jerika Duncan has more.
That was the last time Sherrone Moore entered the big house, leading a pack of Wolverines as the University of Michigan's head coach. This morning, he is behind bars and out of that job. On Wednesday, the school's athletic director says they terminated the 39-year-old with cause.
We ain't gotta
after he,
go
quote,
through that part
engaged
no
in
more.
an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Hours later, police...
Dumbass. He the dumbest. He ain't learned shit from Shannon Moore. He didn't listen to Cat Williams. Cat Williams don't mess. Well, he married to a white woman too, so. Oh, that's a raid. I'm gonna talk about that later.
What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video.
This is
First time
Dynamic
stopping by the channel,
Reason. I like his
hit that,
channel,
subscribe button.
Dynamic
Trust me, you
Reason.
won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Now, I've been watching this story ever since it unfolded a few days ago. What was it, 2 or 3 days ago? And it's about Michigan Wolverines.
We ain't gotta
college
go there.
coach.
Just get to it.
And you doing some of the craziest shit out here. Listen. And you doing some of the craziest shit.
Luxury vinyl.
Oh shit. Forget it. Oh, here we go. Oh no, I don't want that. Damn. I'm gonna delete that because I want this to, I just want to get to the.
Do you hear me? Or you don't know what I'm talking about? Let me show you what the hell I'm talking about right now. So, yeah, don't fall for this shit again. This video is for all the young black men who are in sports. You guys have a right to date whoever you want, but at the same time, you need to realize the history of what goes on. Go
Facts.
ahead and follow this page. I'm about to break something down. I don't want to kick Sherrone more when he's down.
This is
Not even as many
Empire.
black women have
Empire
said
with
it ain't none of our
Yasmin.
business. But because we are the mothers of black sons,
Facts.
and because we have a right to try to guide you and instill some sense in you, this is a case where so much promise going on and just slams into the wall. So I just want to share a little bit more with you today. And I want to send a message out to him because I do believe and hope that he will find his way. Okay, the woman in question that he was having this inappropriate relationship with, she broke up with him on Monday and then she snitched. She went right ahead and she told the University of Michigan. Now, in the black community, y'all sure got a comment every time somebody telling somebody, oh, they snitching, they snitching, they snitching. Well, guess what? The girlfriend snitched. Snitching is what led to his firing, okay? Again, we wish the best for him. We hope he figures this out, right? But what I'm trying to say to you guys is this. You think somebody got your back, they don't have your back.
Facts.
Because whatever happened, and we don't really know what happened, but breaking up with somebody and making them lose their job, those are two different offenses. Okay? Let's be clear. Moore was arraigned on charges of felony home invasion, misdemeanor stalking, and entering without permission. Also, prosecutors are alleging that Moore went to the victim's home and threatened self-harm. And to that I say,
that was dumb as hell with a butter knife.
You have to look out for yourselves. Anybody could have done this to you, but when you have something to lose, you best believe there will be someone that's thrown in your life, you come across, and they will help you lose it.
Facts.
That's all I'm saying.
Facts.
Y'all that's want to go on, follow, and comment. Let me know what you think. Peace. This video is...
That was real talk. But everybody going in.
Assistant snitched on him. There are some crazy new details in this case. So this apparently all started because everyone on that campus, about just between Sherrone and his assistant, Paige Shiver, they reportedly made it very obvious. Rumors started to spread like crazy, so much so that they got to the ears of athletic director Ward Manuel. Manuel then personally questioned Moore and Shiver about their relationship and challenged anyone who brings up these rumors to bring proof next time so that he could fire Moore on the spot. But the rumors got so bad that Moore was advised by the staff not to work directly with Shiver and given the option to either transfer her to another job in the football program or athletic department or fire her. And he chose to fire her. But right after doing
which
that,
was
Shiver
dumb as
Manuel
hell.
and said, look, I have the proof that you've been looking for. And with that, Manuel fires Moore instead, and that's when Moore drives directly to Shiver's apartment and threatens to take her life. Moore is expected to appear in court for his arraignment today, but let me know what you think about this, and as always, I'll keep you guys updated. You now know
with a butter knife. He wasn't killing nobody. I mean, they got so many memes. It is hilarious. gonna live this down. This him looking pitiful in the jail.
Baby, he crashed out. He crashed out. And I'm going to keep it a step with you. I would crash out too if I just fumbled $30 million. I would crash out too, but the way he going about this for his own actions because he lacks wangulus control is absolutely diabolical. Y'all go ahead and grab your tea, have a seat. Let's talk about
No,
this update on Sherrone.
no dick control.
An American head coach from a Michigan school was fired for sexual misconduct, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that's happened twice now, right? Mel Tucker was once Michigan State's head coach. He led them to an 11-2 season back in 2021, and by 2023, he was fired. Even though he led Michigan State to their first 11-win season since 2015, he was fired after a woman named Brenda Tracy, who was there at the Michigan State campus to talk to the football players about sexual violence, made claims that he had sexually harassed her. But what's crazy is that Bro not only threw away his marriage, but also a 10-year, $95 million contract, the third largest for a head coach at a public university. Now we got Sherrone Moore in a scandal that we're continuing to get updates about. We learned he was fired, and that confused a lot of people because Michigan went 9-3. Why would they fire their coach like right before a bowl game? And that's when it came out that it was with cause. And that's when a lot of people started clocking he probably did something inappropriate. The university found out through an internal investigation that he was having an inappropriate relationship with one of his staffers. That led to his arrest after allegedly assaulting.
But I didn't know they had a previous coach that did the same thing.
I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
Barged his way into that apartment.
Sherrone Moore abruptly fired this week as Michigan football coach, who was charged Friday with 3 crimes. Charges include a felony 3rd-degree home invasion.
Cat Williams say he don't mess with no white women.
$30 million job.
Lost it.
Head University of Michigan coach Sherrone Moore got fired from his job and he in jail now, all in the same day for inappropriate relationship with his assistant. This is the same story. These brothers will never learn.
Right.
The issue with Sherrone, you got one at home. Tiger Woods paid his ex-wife $100 million. You know Shannon Sharp paid OnlyFans Arena $23 million. And this motherfucker here lost his whole career. He had to be this all because y'all, I'm not against the interracial dating, but once you make these white girls mad, they come for blood. They not the ones to play with. Once you, they don't even understand. They gonna get you every time. They don't love you like that. They're wrong. You don't lost your $30 million
Facts.
job.
Dumb ass. Oh, excuse me.
By DEI hire from the jump. No way he should have succeeded Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh is a great guy, a great coach, from my understanding, a great Catholic. But he's got a little tiny bit of woke in him. And he wanted to promote a black assistant coach to the head coach at the University of Michigan. This is one of the most incredible crash outs we've ever seen since Bobby Petrino at Arkansas crashed out on a motorcycle and blew his head coaching job up at Arkansas. Ron Moore was an unqualified DEI hire from the jump. No way he should have succeeded.
Now that's the second person saying that he was a DEI hire.
Former University of Michigan head football coach Sherrone Moore, as he appeared at his arraignment, he was charged with home invasion. His name is Robert Carrion. He used to play for the University of Michigan back in the 70s, but says he knows people that are very close to this, and he also claimed that just about everyone, he said, really knew that this had been happening, and it was happening in broad daylight. I did get a chance to also ask this man who posted about the alleged scandal 10 days ago if he considered Moore's family when he did that. Why did you post about this alleged scandal 10 days ago?
Well, it was a
poorly kept secret in Ann Arbor. I can tell you that.
Was there any consideration about what your post would do or mean to the family of Sherrone Moore?
I'm going to say absolutely not, because your question assumes that this was a secret affair. It was well known in Ann Arbor.
Wearing a white jail suit, we just saw images
Wow.
of former university.
Everybody knew.
We now know exactly what the Michigan head coach is being charged with, the possible time he is looking at. Going to unalive myself, I'm going to jail.
Okay, I'm gonna delete this.
But try and go in order of how it happened. Sherrone Moore is fired for cause. He wasn't their guy. Jim Harbaugh left. I didn't even know at first. So I'm seeing replies to my tweet like, well, of course, Kev, they got to fire him because he was caught having an affair with his staffer. And I said, oh, hey, whoa, let me delete that tweet. Because I didn't know. I thought they just fired him because they missed the playoff. Speaking of white, he
Come on.
his assistant, right? His executive assistant turns out, and he's a married man to another white. Just for a little context here, they asked him, white. They asked him years ago about Jalen Milroe. Jalen Milroe's a quarterback from Alabama who's very athletic, and they wanted one of the NFL GMs, I believe, was like, would you switch the receiver? And they asked Sherrone Moore what he thought about that. And he's like, I don't see color. I don't see color.
Wow. That's the color he see all the time.
Right. Right. Right.
An old man once told me to never piss in the water that I have to drink out of. I would have thought, dear brother, you would have learned from Shannon Sharpe.
Right, exactly.
As he lost, I don't know, $10 to $20 million over a $2 piece of cat. But here you are. You just lost your whole career, your family, and everybody for a $2 piece of cat. And even though this woman is just as wrong as you are, she was your subordinate. So she's going to play victim.
Facts.
The world
Facts.
is going to pat her on the back. She's going to cry and do podcasts and talk about what you did. And you even got her pregnant and deleted your baby only to give her a raise. That's what caught you up, because you gave her a raise.
$50,000.
Baby. And then when it all came crashing down, you ran home and told your wife that you were willing to take your life. Now you already destroyed the life. Now you want to take yourself out. And that wasn't enough. Then you go to her house and pull out a knife, getting ready to pull a damn O.J. Simpson. Because you, my friend, were emotional in that moment. And this is where it goes. So I'm going to tell all the young brothers, you got to have dick discipline.
That's where I got it from. Dick discipline. Got to have dick discipline.
She's breaking up a marriage, a home. She's half of this scandal. She knew the rules too. She broke the rules also, not just him. I imagine she's going to be terminated too, right? Don't they have to?
I don't know when somebody is when you're subordinate or whatever. Like, I don't know how that plays out. Like, couldn't you just say that she was, in fear for her job or career?
But if the rule is that there's no inter-office philandering, regardless of the position, then she broke that rule also, didn't she?
I guess so.
Yeah. So, I mean, if we're going to be fair about this, she is half of the problem in this equation.
And this was all. The
is.
weird thing about this is that
She is. You knew he was a married man. That should have been no anyway.
You guys was right. She is not getting fired for having an affair with the head coach. As you guys know, the head coach has now been charged with stalking, breaking and entry, and home invasion. People on social media are upset because she was willfully cheating with him for over a year while knowing that he had a wife. Pointing out not only did she get a 55% raise while they were messing with each other, she also lied to the administration when they were investigating their relationship while they were together. And that University of Michigan has stated that he has strict rules with staff dating each other. After they lost to Ohio, she went to the school and told them the truth about their relationship. had broken it off, but she claims he's been harassing her for the last 3 months, I guess, to keep quiet. Some people are claiming that there's a power dynamic, that she doesn't deserve to lose his job. He was the one that cheated on his wife. Others are saying no, she deserves punishment too. Like I stated before.
Well, she did not lose her job because she was the subordinate.
Wrong more. What the hell is you doing, son?
Right.
You done lost your damn mind. This why I say a lot of y'all let y'all lust control y'all whole future. Yes, lust. Y'all some horny, freaky frogs. There's so many things wrong with this story, right? We gonna piece it up. First of all, your wife should look white. Alright, cool. You cheat on your wife or another white woman that almost look like your wife.
Right.
Then you take your side chick pay raise up from $55,000 a year to $90,000 a year. Boy, what is you doing? How do we even get to this point? You gotta be letting her blow in your. And then they say that you got the side woman pregnant, right? You proceed to take your big black ass over to a white woman house and bang on the damn door and try to break in, talking about you about to unalive you and her. Then when you get in the house, you freeze up. You realize that you ain't about that life. Now your big black ass just sitting there crying.
Right.
She crying. You know she crying. One tear from a white woman will get your ass 15 years.
Come on.
White women, I'm just saying it.
Come on. Come on.
Athletes are dumb.
Athletes are dumb.
Featuring Sherrone Moore. You mean to tell me, going on 2 years later, Cat Williams' statement that white women scare me ain't registered to some black men?
Right.
Like Michigan, who didn't learn a motherfucking thing from what happened to Shannon Sharp. Paging all therapists, we need a new motherfucking diagnosis for athletes, and it's called the weak dick syndrome, because whenever it comes to these
Weak
Becky,
dick
you
syndrome.
will lose and risk every fucking thing to enter the used cat of mass fucking. So Sherrone, y'all had got investigated over the summer. You know, this is the white plan. The white plan is to pretend like, that's nothing is happening. Now the white plan said, fuck you, and went into the office yesterday, showed them text messages, photos. I don't know what you did to Becky with the used cat, but Becky said the plan is up. We have sealed the motherfucking deal. You see, Shannon Sharp crawled so you can run from the white plan for
Right.
black men.
Right.
This man literally laid out the blueprint for your ass on what not to do and how to protect yourself, your investment, your brand. And you still showed up and sprinted into that white used cat fucking race. Like it was a race, all right, or a race to ruin your ass. See, that used cat is the used cat of mass destruction for black successful men, but y'all ain't gonna wake up yet. If
Right.
we gonna let y'all ass sleep, because at this point, y'all are competing to be stupid. If anything, you didn't watch Shannon make a fool out of himself, lose certain things that were valuable to him, and you turned your ass around and did a reverse Uno and said, bet, I'm gonna out-stupid you. I mean, if it was a sign, your ass was blind. But it's the fucking audacity that you let used in-house cat from Becky fuck up your bag. You let the oldest white plan in the book fuck you. You see, these white families, they have Becky. They order Becky to throw that used cat at a black man. Black men like you, they wait for the black man to accept the used cat. Becky ruins him. You want to know how? She called the fucking police and called a lawyer. And guess what? Her and her family get paid, and your black ass is evicted, not only from your career, but that tainted used cat that wasn't valuable in the first place. To add insult to injury, as a black man having a prominent coaching position at Michigan, you wasn't leading no fucking body. You was leading your meat into that used cat and that used throat, which will lead your ass out of a prominent position. And I mean, not only did you fumble a fucking bag, you threw that motherfucker. Because if you think they're not filing a lawsuit, you literally gave it right to them.
Facts.
It's hard for black men to receive positions like that, and you.
And he fucked up. He really did. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Good night.